Hi, my Cancers. Welcome to your monthly reading. And this is a little bit different of what other readings I've done for the last months. And anyway, I want to remind you that these are general readings and that are good for your moon sign, sun sign, rising sign. And also wanted to touch base a bit in the planetary aspects for this month of October. And we have Venus retrograde in Scorpio, and it's going to be in your fifth house. It's going to transit in your fifth house. The fifth house has to be with romance, and we're going to talk about this. Romance, children, in creativity. Okay, so let's talk about that later while we are looking at this spread. Okay, first of all, the first card for you is going to be the basic card, the foundation, where everything is, why is everything happening, is through this foundation card. And obviously someone is not cooperating in the relationship. Someone is like, okay, I just recently told you that I need this from you because I'm tired that you are treating me like a doorman. I'm tired that you do not care about my feelings. I'm tired of feeling that our relationship is just a monotony, that the relationship is not having that much fun or romance. And that is creating for you guys the lack of stability and security when it comes to your love life, and especially with whoever you're dealing with. Or it's either you, the person who's not cooperating, or it's the other person. So it could be either way. You need to analyze this carefully. But one thing I can tell you is things are going to be moved slowly but surely this month. And things might not end up like the way you want, because things are moving very slow. The Knight of Pentacles says things are going to come. This person is going to invest. You might invest. Try to put that coin in the relationship. It says, okay, you know what? Let me invest on this. Let us invest now. But things are going to take a while. And this is a thought that is probably going to start in your head like around the third week of October. Meanwhile, you still, this is the big theme here. And what is the problem? What is the, all the influence, external influences in this car? Why finally we're going to start thinking about this, even though it has been set and communicated to your partner, or you or your partner has communicated this to you, is because you realize that we need balance here. It's all about giving and receiving. It's something mutual that you need to work on. And I think this is very important to see and to look at, because this is why you or your partner, whoever it is thinking, okay, maybe you're right. I need to start investing a bit in this relationship. It's going to take a while. Don't think that from the night to the morning it's going to be like, yo, I'm going to invest and I'm going to go. No, that's not going to happen. It's going to go very slow. That's why at the end, the outcome of this card is the Seven of Wands in reverse. It's just stopping that idea of me. It's all about my point of views. Um, it's like, okay, I am not going to deal with this. I'm not trying to keep poking you with the wands just to make sure that you understand me. It's just about like, all right, I got it. Fine, whatever. Let's do this. So it's someone probably just giving up on the stubbornness in a certain way. So that doesn't mean that things are gonna be amazing immediately. We're gonna have to look at how November goes. But for now, on October, the good thing is like at least someone is going to be analyzing these things, either you or the other person. So it's a great thing. Nothing solved immediately in 3 weeks or 4 weeks and be like, oh, in October everything is going to be solved and it's going to be beautiful. No, it's not going to be like that. eventually will happen, because you know what we want here, right? What you guys want. I want to receive what I'm given. Okay, but it's going to take a while. Let's see what will happen later on in September. But when it comes to your work life, let's talk about work, because I know a lot of people want to, see about work. First of all, these cards are the first ones that came up. And we have the mice, we have the crossroad, and we have the key. And as I see it, it seems like some of you probably got laid off in a certain way, or you guys are really much worried about how you guys are going to move on to another job, because it seems like more like splitting up. So there's two options, and maybe you have an option to split up, but that's why the key is here, because that means there's success in job, success in the work. But it might be that there's a lot of conditions and regulations in one of them that you don't like, and it's making you very upset or very nervous, I would say, feeling the pressure. That's what you feeling the pressure. And I think that's the pressure you're feeling in this older job. It's like you have two jobs, and one feels like more the pressure, and the other one it's fine. But you're successful. The only thing you need to do is just to be very strategic, be creative, and that's why Venus retrograde is here, to install in you something more that is just like, oh, it's not only like what you like or what you love, but how you're gonna work in something that you really love and what you really like, especially when it comes to work, right? It's not like, oh, I'm just going to do this job because I like it. But you might be dealing with conditions and regulations of that company or that enterprise that you might have to deal with that you don't like. And that's when the fox is here. This doesn't mean cheating or lying. That means following the rules in the right way, but going around in the right way, like be strategic. That's all I have to tell you. But it seems like you're going to be okay. You just need to put some techniques in there. You must know what I'm talking about, okay? And when it comes to your love life, for the ones who are completely alone, first we have the mountain, first we have the grave, we have the mountain, we have the lilies. So to be clear with this, and how I interpreted this for you guys, is because there is an ending of the blockages here in this harmonious relationships that might come. But I think you need to know how to work with the relationships, because I feel the blockage you've been having is just like this card. Because remember this that I already talked about, it's a general reading in love. So it could be for either couples or not couples and whatever. But I wanted to do an extra for people who doesn't have anybody. And this lack of enchantment and romance has been happening. For some reason, you need to work on that. And that's why the fox is here. The fox is a working car. Strategy, working car. It's not like people will be like, oh yeah, but this car also means deceptions or whatever. No. This is together with the bear card. It's talking about how you need to work on things, especially in your love life. You really need to try to think how you bring balance and harmony with this lily. So you need to be more strategic, work, put the effort, okay? Because if you don't put any effort, how are you gonna bring love into your life, right? And this is the month where Venus retrograde is gonna make you think about it, okay? It's gonna make it a little bit, it's going to be probably a bit difficult for you to go out in the dates and stuff, because you need to work on this first. And your catalyst card is be true to you. And what I mean with catalyst card is because I wanted to do this. It's very important to do this every month, because I want you to know how you can channel your energy to something more positive, and make you analyze what is wrong, right? And the card is very clear. And I think you need to analyze what's going on at this point in your love life, in your work life, what is going on here, right? And The card literally saying, okay, you might be struggling to make a decision because, um, when you try to put things into work, into actions, then you worry about that whatever you desire might not be the right choice, and how things going to impact all this. So I think you need to be true to yourself in the fact that, I don't know, I just feel like some of you has been thinking, okay, I'm a bit stubborn, like, yeah, but if I give this person too much, maybe she or he's gonna get used to it. Like, I understand, I might know that I need to put some effort, but I have work to do. So what if I go out with her or with him and I promise that I will do this every Saturday? I can't. And then, it's like, I can't do this every. So I'm just trying to give you an example. So you need to be true to yourself that you do know you need to put effort in this relationship or in any relationship at this point, right? So if it's that, it's about you, can be either way. Like, you need to be true to yourself that this relationship is not working, or whoever's coming that is not cooperating with you doesn't need to be in your life. All right, it's about being true to you. So are you being sincere with yourself? Are you being true to you? That's your question right there. That's the question of this month for you. That's what you need to look at. That's what you need to analyze. And that's what you need to you need to bring all this energy into this question here and answer it. Okay? Because sometimes when you're not true to you, you cannot be true to others either. So you can't communicate what you really want or what you really desire, right? So maybe you need to think about that too, right? And stand up for your beliefs if you haven't done so. And you have a lot of qualities, Cancer, that you need to be looking at. They are great. And you might even have trouble accepting your own qualities, that you can be a giver, or you can open up your heart, because some of my Cancers, when they've been hurt before too, they can be very closed off, and you guys don't give a bit. So if you are in this situation, well, you know what, just think about that you are amazing, you have a good heart, and maybe it's time for you to start opening up a little bit more. So anyway, I hope in any way, right? That's your question. Have you been true to yourself? Have been true to you? Um, I hope I help you in any way. Wish you much love, much light. And if you happen to be a bilingual and you speak Spanish or understand Spanish, I have my other channel. It's called CC Spiritual Guidance. I invite you to go there. And if you're new in this channel, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Please comment, and of course help me to help others by sharing this guidance so I can reach out to other people. And remember, when you help me to help, you also help others. So that's good for you. We do good, receive good. So I see you in the next monthly or in the other videos that I might be doing about crystal healing. And anyway, I'll see you soon. Much love, much light. Ciao, my Cancer.